All right. Yeah, here we go. Welcome, welcome. My goal is to write a page today. Shouldn't be that hard. I'm like halfway through this page. What's up, Mr. Frank? What's going on, man? It's Friday, right? It's Friday. Friday. All day. Get a little bit of writing in today. Cool Jaws shirt. You actually got it right. It actually is a Jaws shirt, which is weird because you normally call it something completely different. You threw me off there. I'm going to be honest with you, and it is a cool Jaws shirt. Appreciate you noticing, giving the props to the shirt. Nope. I could tell by the word Jaws on it. That was the secret, right? Most people don't possess the uncanny deduction skills. I was not even close. Almost time to resubscribe. Exactly. Thanks for subscribing, and I hope you get some good ads today. Even though you literally subscribed. And my back still hurts. But it is what it is. After writing here, I'm going to probably take it easy this afternoon. The cleaning woman is here. My wife is home today, so they are chatting in the background. And I am just want to knock off this. Just really want to knock off this page. If I get more done, I get more done. thought you were going to the hot wing competition. Yeah, I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even go to the hot wing competition just to watch, in case some of that smell hit me. I would go to the no heat wing competition. Years ago, Shelly and I were just dating. There was a ribs contest somewhere, and we actually got one of her friends was a judge, and they needed judges. So he's like, I got a judge, so me and Shelly both went as judges. And obviously the ribs that were a little bit too spicy for me got lower grades. I probably was awful to be there. But the stuff that was like, and then the people there were those douchebags who were like, they've done, like, this is their life. And they were like, oh, if it falls off the bone, and they had all these rules. They were like, yeah, listen, if it tastes good, it tastes good. I don't care. And someone's like, you should only take like a bite. Like they give you 3. Like in those competitions, there's like all kinds of greenery. And then they put like, I don't know, there was like 10 judges, and they put like 30 ribs in the box or something ridiculous like that. Like in like three boxes come around with 10 ribs, whatever it was. And then you're like, okay, this is, number 7. And then here, take it. And then you like take the one rib. And then I was taking like 2 ribs or 3 ribs. And then people were like, oh, only just take a bite of one, just push the rest off, because there's a lot of ribs coming, you get full really quick. And I'm like, I'm not gonna get full really quick. So I was eating the whole rib. I was eating like 2 ribs every time. And people were looking at me like I was crazy. One rib to rule them all. Exactly. Look in the Bible. I do remember I had a lot of ribs that day though. So I would do that with like bone. I would do that for boneless wings. I would do but then they would have to not be hot. Like here's the ghost pepper, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, 0. Next. I did that exact thing when I judged a chili cook-off. I started out eating the full cup, then halfway through I was like, uh-oh. There's like 20-something chilies. Yeah. And so I'm not going to lie. By the end of the thing, like the last, it was probably, like 20 different ribs to try. Like by the end I was like, all right, let me lick this last couple. Because I think if I put any, if I have any more meat in my mouth, I'm going to be sick. And then I remember afterwards it was like, okay. And it was like at a fair or country fair or something like that kind of thing. And I was like, all right, we got to find like the nearest fast food restaurant. I got to go to a real bathroom. Like this ain't going to work. Chili would be interesting. Where those judges were like, oh, if it's got beans in it, it's not chili. Where there's like really like those Nazi competition people there. I always love those people. There's Nick Zinn. Nick, are you rich yet? I mean, are we rich? Are we rich yet? Do we have some treasure to split up evenly? You know what? I'll even take a quarter of the treasure. That's how cool I am. I gotta be honest, people talking in the background is very distracting. Nobody was talking for like the last hour and a half. that the lady's been here, and now I get on, and all of a sudden everybody's chit chatting. It kills you, just kills you. My back is still hurting though, in case you were wondering. But I am, as Frank noted, I am wearing a Jaws shirt. Actually, wore it yesterday to the Chinese buffet to hang out with my people. My people.
You're like the second person that has told me that their dog will not eat those.
She's when I first now I have them at work. I have these little ones, but the soft ones for her, and she loves those. But for some reason, the last few times I've given her these, she just hasn't seemed interested. And when I first opened them, she was eating them. But now she just doesn't seem interested, and I don't know what happened. But anyway, I've had these because I bought them when I first got her, brought her home. And like I said, the first time we gave them to her, she was eating them, and now she just
Just so you know,
yeah. So I was saying, if you would like to take these, I don't know what to do with them, but you're welcome to take them. Then at least it's one less thing I gotta keep up with. Because I'm like, I have them here, and I don't want to get rid of them.
Right.
You're not gonna throw them away, that's wasteful. But I'm like, well, what am I gonna do with them if she's not gonna eat them? Maisie, I gave you a treat. I need to make sure that you shut up and stop asking. What are you doing? You're not shutting up. You're still asking. Yeah, that was a good deal.
All right. Have you got any exciting plans for this weekend? My wife was supposed to go to her mother starting today for 3 days. Her sister was supposed to fly to Dallas, and of course, as usual, her plans fell through. So my wife is home, which is nice. My wife will be leaving in a little bit to go and bring her aunt to the doctor's, but then I guess we will have a normal dinner tonight, which is nice. And then tomorrow is what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's nothing. Tomorrow I am hosting the takeover of Winter of Zombie all day. And then Sunday I am going at 2 o'clock to Happy Medium Books. So, and I think at some point her friend's coming over, their family, so we can exchange finally Christmas presents. So there you go. Nick, you'll be happy to know I had a Caesar salad for lunch. And I was gonna make my Monte Cristos, but my back hurts. But then I was like, oh, I'll make that tonight. But then I don't know what we're gonna do there. What's Chili air frying for you tonight? Chili does not really use the air fryer as much. I use the air fryer. So I am doing it. Oh wow, Winter of Zombies still going. Yeah, this is like the second or third year it's been back. Alethea Morgan, I think is her name. She contacted Jenny Wilburn 2-3 years ago and said, because Jay had done it the last 3 years, and she's like, oh, I want to know if I can do this. And Jenny was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then after the fact, she's like, oh, maybe I should tell Armand. So she contacted me. Oh, by the way, this lady's doing this, which annoyed me. But I was like, so I contacted her and I said, yeah, I'm the one who created this. I said, so Jay took over for me doing it. I said, but I would like to have a spot. And she was like, cool. She was like, yeah, anytime, so she does the summer, and I think this is the second or third Winter of Zombie, but I think she's done 2, maybe 3 summer ones as well. Not as big as it used to be. There's I think there's 10 of us. Alex from Iowa is in this one. He was in the last one as well, but he better finish a couple of books here, or he's not going to be in the next one. So that's kind of cool. So and they just kind of do she does a very small. There's a Facebook group, and then every author gets I think 2 days to post stuff, ask questions, do giveaways, stuff like that. So tomorrow is my day. I think tomorrow and then the 25th are my days. I'm going to write Dying Day's book. Would you like to submit to it? There you go. So it's all good. But I don't think I'll be. So this one. I think I've used all of the ones that have been published more or less. So I don't think probably won't be in the next one unless I get I don't know. No, because the prequel won't be done. So there you go. Are zombies coming back? Zombie bees, just like you had. You mean zombies? Still mad that time that I wanted to write that book, Zombies, and the movie people were like, no, it's zombie bees, and I submitted to them as I submitted the thing as zombies, and then they were like, no. I actually wrote, I think, 10,000 words of that one. And then I think they were like, no, let's do this one. They paid me money for it, but it was never released. In fact, it's sitting on a hard drive somewhere. I probably should finish that damn thing, right? Zombie bees, just like you have. 53 cents for purple papaya. Oh, let me see what kind of big bucks they sent me. It is payday. $2 even. $2 even.
Sorry, she'll be done in just a second.
So $2 I got from Purple Papaya. So my money to your money, I am crushing you, Frank. Crushing you. I think they're stopping it though, right? Aren't they? Didn't she send out an email or something a while ago that they were no longer going to be doing the splits or whatever? I don't know. Not sure how I'm going to survive without that money. You can go out for 1 cup of coffee and share it, yeah. But no, you're not allowed to have cream and sugar with it. That costs extra. I'll sue Jack Wallen for everything he owns, or 27 cents, whichever comes first. He might not even be worth the 27 cents. I would just, hey, can you buy me the cream and the sugar for my coffee? Basically, that might be the only way to do that. It is still funny that we, and again, I'm in all 4 of those books. I don't know how many you were actually in, but it's amazing that literally every month we're getting something. And there was several of us in the book, so I mean that might, we had like every month we're getting like a sale or 2 maybe. It's amazing. Just amazing. Just book 4, yeah. So you're 53 cents and I made $2. So yeah, that's basically, we're making about 50 cents each every month on a book. So we make about $6 a book. Yes, I can make like $24, $25 every year from that. It's still amazing that he never bothered, didn't even bother for the print book for that one. Just amazing. All right, hit the next page on this one. Like I said, this is the anthology I made the most money on. That's crazy. You better pick some better anthologies. I have several anthologies. I keep Nick's in. Next page. Nick's in. Next page. I keep track of all that. You know, like if anything is it's gonna be a royalty on anything. I always have it on my spreadsheet. I'll have the name of the thing, and then at the end of the year, I look and I'm like, oh, and there's several books on that list too. I'm like, oh, I literally made $0 in the last 12 months, and then I'll go back to previous pages and go, oh, I haven't made a dime in 3 years on this. I like just get paid now. You know, you give me $25 for the story, I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna sit here for 2 years and try to get paid. A lot of times, never get paid. That's when you've been in. See, you gotta get out there, man. You gotta do it. Something.
What are you barking at? She hit. You know what? She almost never ever makes a sound. Every once in a while she'll hear like a dog in a neighborhood or something, and she's like, absolutely not. I don't think so. Very mild. But she's probably barked since she's been here the last 3 months, probably less than 5 times. And then you'll hear like that right there, that little bark like, what the heck? But she does not like when a delivery person comes to the door. That's when she gets really upset. I was in the front yard and the Amazon guy came up. She was looking out the window and saw him come up and walk.
Anthologies no longer fit into my business model, right? That's my question, Nick. Frank has a business model?
Don't let somebody come to this house. Right. She's not having that. How?
Interesting. Very interesting. I need to write more short stories. I mean, this is what I'm working on today as a short story for an anthology. I wrote a story the other day. What was that? Tuesday? Tuesday I wrote the whole thing, 1,400 words. And I was like, you know what? This story would go better in this other anthology, which I haven't sent to yet. I'm waiting for Tom to get back to me so I could put up the print version of Low Tide, which is got to be due for tomorrow. So I need him to hurry up and send me the formatted thing yet. I mean, the ebook will be up on the 15th. Just the print book will be delayed now. Partially my fault. I didn't even look at it. I should have realized that I really can't do it. You know, tomorrow's the last day. I'm waiting till today to put it up. And that's the problem with anthologies. Nobody reads them. I love them. I read probably every other book, or at the most every third book. I read an anthology, but I read an anthology to find new authors to read. So, yeah, nobody read any of those, so I'll give you that. I used to read the anthologies and I stopped even reading those. What's funny is I don't even read the anthologies I'm in anymore. I don't know why. Like this one just came out. The Lone Wolf's one. It looks like it's got some decent people in it. And I'm just like... Nah, I just put a copy of it up on my shelf. I put a copy onto the side for my mom. And then anybody who grabs it on my $20 Patreon level, I'll sign my page in it. And otherwise, no. No shade, though. Only 2 people read my standalone books. Yeah. I mean, I'm not one of those. Daniel Volpe and Chuck Buda, they're the ones. I read the Pan Anthology and it was a great collection, but that didn't get anyone. Oh yeah, that did not do well at all. I think I still have one copy of that left. Can't seem to get rid of. I gotta do some. What I want to do is like buy these 6 anthologies or 12 anthologies or 152 anthologies for this amount of money. Yeah, see, Nick's in, right? There's one person. There's half of the audience right there. Do you ever put it out on the table when you're selling it, or no? When you're at a book signing, or you're not even worried? You're not even bringing that garbage. Me and Alex. Yep, pretty much. You and Alex. I don't even have a book signing scheduled until AuthorCon. And that's the only one I have scheduled for this year so far. I'm hoping for a couple of local things, small like one day, Saturday kind of things. And then I can sucker Tom into going with me. Like San Marco Books, I'll do that. And Michael Whitmer, Young Mike, like he was at lunch yesterday and he's like, oh, I want to do at the brewery over here. I want to do this place. Oh, the library. I'm like, knock yourself out, man. Just don't add me to anything. I'm just, and Amanda too. Amanda's like, I'm just gonna say no to everything. She's like, I have to start saying no. But I'm like, you're in a different place than I am. I don't need to, I don't need to do all that. Hold on.
Come on, nobody needs to hear all that noise. I'll close the windows, then you can't hear it anymore. Then we can be quiet again, right? Yeah.
There's Tom Duffy. Tom, I just messaged you back. Once in a while, if I know I'm tabling alone and I'll have a ton of table space. Yeah. Yeah, because you got books now. You actually have some books to spread out on the table. Once Tom gets there, you'll be signing everywhere. Yeah, we'll be doing book signings every 14 minutes. I finally bought a book rack for the table. Nice. I'll just bring that one. Tom and I are doing AuthorCon together, so we'll bring the rack for the middle now that we'll have we probably won't have book 3 of the new series. But if I get the third one up early enough, I can get, now you can get copies of it. So yeah, so hopefully we'll have, at AuthorCon, we'll have all 3 of those books. Because this will definitely be my last AuthorCon. And I know that I saw the announcement that they are doing St. Louis, not this year, but then the year after. And hopefully they're finding a new venue. Because those people seemed a little bit ridiculous. And the place was nice enough, but they really weren't set up for us. I'm not going to that either. And you know why I'm not going to that one? Because of awful St. Louis pizza. Disgusting. Just disgusting. So there you go. So there's my answer to all the trivia questions. Anyway, Tom, if you can figure out what the hell is wrong with that PDF, I have no idea. I just know when I put it up, it looks very screwy. Back to Imaginary. It's amazing that that's still around. It's amazing. And people who go, if you notice, there's their small group of people who go every year just to hang out with their friends. And then they invite big guests who never, ever come back. Because, honestly, it's just a bad job. They just don't do a good job of marketing or anything else with that. What's that dog doing? That dog better not be crapping on my... What are you doing, lady? This lady's got a headband on. She looks like Axl Rose, but like Axl Rose now, like 1,000 years old. Did the dog poop on my... Or did he just urinate? Nope, he pooped. Now she's picking it up. Alright, she's picking it up. We're good. We're good. But, yeah. So, like, I saw the Sunshine State Book Festival has been liking all my stuff on Blue Sky. And then yesterday they shared one of my books, the Hi, I'm Bigfoot. And they were like, oh, you can meet the author and get a signed copy, the end of this month or whatever it is. And then I was like, and then I just commented, I said, nope, I will not be there. I wanted to say, the 3 years that I did do your show, you didn't promote us at all. And now that I'm not going to be there, now you're going to promote me. I know Victoria Nations will be there. I'm sure selling some anthologies that she's in, since she doesn't have a book out. Literally, if I was going, Frank, they would not have mentioned me at all. It's just they just do a really bad job of promoting. And again, it's like 5 years or 6 years that's been going on, and it's been a different venue in Gainesville every single year. They're just at a different place. And some of them, I guess, are good. Most of them are bad. The last time I did it with Amanda, I don't even think I got a sale. If I did, I got like one. Maybe she got like two. It was not good at all. So I will not be doing it. Oh, who the hell is this messaging me? Petty Fest. Yeah, not you this time, finally. Actually, meantime, we got to figure out this friggin' book. Tom, if you're actually on and listening, if you want me to pull it up, and I can show you where the problem is, would that be helpful? Let me know if you're listening. Let me know if you're not listening too. Let me know if you're not even on at this point. Let me know if you're taking a nap. Let me know if it's nap time. I'm fine with that. I'll message him. When you say you'll show him where the problem is, does that mean you're going to send him a picture of himself? I see what you did there. You pointed the blame firmly at Tom. I get it. I see what you... listen, preaching to the choir. Hopefully we can figure this out, because I need to put this up today, basically.
Yep. I definitely will.
That is
The
not
next
right.
couple of weeks are going to be trying to do what I can. Yeah, so.
Well, maybe we can get the smell out.
I know I can, because when I go out there and stay for a week.
Lady's very chatty and very loud. Like you see me sitting here. You see me working. Your housekeeper speaks. Is her name Alice? No, her name is not. I don't even know what her name is. It's not Alice. The dog's name is Alice. I put up that video yesterday on the talk, as I like to call TikTok, like the kids do, and it got like over 400 views, I think. But on YouTube, when I posted up there, over 1,800. It probably, yeah. And the funny part was the whole first hour and a half she was here, not a word. She's just doing her work, just doing her thing. And then as soon as I got on, she just like, oh, let me talk. Literally, no kid called. No, really, seriously. I think the kids should start calling it the talk. I'm gonna push for that. Yo, how's your talk doing? Yeah, I'm gonna be on talk. I'm gonna put some videos on the talk. Is it the talk or is it just talk? Which one is cooler? Arguably, which one is cooler? They're both super lame. I get it. She must also run the lands cameras. No, those people don't talk. Or if they do, they speak Spanish. I can't understand them, or Portuguese or something. But they're just like loud. And like I want to say to my wife, hey, like right now they're standing outside, but the door's open a little, and they're loud. People. Tom, where the hell are you, Tom? He's got his head down in the PDF right now, I'm guessing.
Thank you. Sounds good.
Because the ebook went up no problem. The ebook went up in seconds. And they're like, do you want to create the, what do you call it? Yeah, sure. Guy it has to be done by like 3 o'clock today or something. So it'll be released on the 15th with the thing. And again, that's my fault. I should have done this a week ago. I mean, Tom sent it to me like over a week ago. So it is my fault. I'm not trying to rush it, Tom. But hurry the F up. Tom says, okay. So let's, we're going to do a little bit of fun things today. We're going to go into, no, that's not it. We're going to go into here. And we're going to launch the previewer. A little inner workings here for people. Previewer. Okay. So it says the error is this text is outside the margins. Insufficient gutter. Books with 277 pages are at least 0.5 inches for the gutter inside margin, at least 2.5 for the outside. And they got a bunch of things. So I think it's like page 50. See, everything looks nice here. Print book, look, nice. I know you probably can't really see it, but I want to just get up to where it has a problem, and then hopefully, Tom, you can see it, and I don't have to move things around. So this is where it gets a little iffy. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, finally behind the scenes. So on chapter 8, on the right-hand side, the letters are cut off a little bit. And then on the next page, it's cut off as well. Yeah, way too close. And then it gets, so it looks like, yeah, on either side, that's the problem. And I'm thinking it's going all the way through. Yeah, like I'm on chapter 13 now, 14. Yeah, so it's from that point on, like all the way out, it screws that up. I don't know what happened. It looks like it's not centered in the middle of the page. Like if you see on this chapter 16, on the left, you have a lot of space, and then you have it cut off. And then on the right page, the same thing. But on the opposite. So you're super tight to the left and tons of space on the right. Yeah, the margins got changed in Word. Word up! So that's where we are right now, Tom. I'm sure you can figure this out. You're a formatting genius. So there is the problem. Yeah, the text as all looks like it's justified. Like the TV show. So I'm going to exit that. Go back to my writing. All the faith in the world, Tom will fix this crap. Then we can start making buco bucks. Bucho galley. George Martin in the house. What's up, George? I hope your holidays went well. Look at Mr. Frank putting the pressure on Tom. Easy fix, Tom. Frank can do it. Frank can figure it out. Good. We had a good holiday. Oh, George, I will also let you know I found out this morning that from my mom talking to Elaine that Jimmy Ravencraft has only a couple of days left. It's he had the dementia, and they had to put him in a location, and he only has the doctor said he's fading fast, so he only has a couple of days left. Which really sucks. We all loved Jimmy. Drove straight through on the way home. Don't recommend it. Yeah, that does not sound like a lot of fun. So there you go. There's some inside of trying to get a book up on Amazon and the many challenges from Amazon. Jimmy Ravencraft just used his real name when playing Dungeons & Dragons. No. Jimmy Ravencraft is my father's age. Or older. He was the barber in Belford. Cut all of our hair when we were kids. And he was like my dad's best friend. All those years. Then he got dementia, and they had moved to... Yeah, he was the barber, is right. He was the barber. You would go in there, and it was like a movie. He had Anthony and Jimmy. So Anthony was the Newark... everybody was from Newark. Anthony was like the Newark Goomba. Like, he would have been... he always reminded me of Little Steven. And Vic. Yeah, Vic was about 1,000 years old. And those guys, you would go in there, and they would be talking about anything and everything. It was one of those places. You'd be in there like 6 years old, and they'd be like talking about women. They'd be talking about just being men. He sounds like a level 27 work clerk, right? You would think. And it was good. And we would go in there. My dad would sit while he was supposedly working. He would sit in there for hours. And they would talk sports, and they would talk on. And he was a loyal New York Giants fan. God, he loved the freaking Giants. And that was our childhood. Going to get a haircut. Anthony and Jimmy's. Ooh. Burping up that Caesar salad. Good times. I got a box in from Amazon. I believe it is my copies of Down and Dirty 3 print copy. So I'm going to do an unboxing of that for the talk. Or talk. I'll maybe even call it TikTok. And for my YouTube channel. I dream of getting old and hanging around the barbershop all day. That's living the dream, right? That is living the dream. Vic gave everyone a buzz cut whether they wanted it or not. Yeah. Vic was the guy who was like 100 years old. And he wasn't in there all the time, but when, he had his chair, and, you got your chair. And, yeah, he would just shave your head. Oh, what kind of cut do you want? All right. And the buzz would come out. Zip. He would just cut all your hair off. Good times. And then in later years, as once Anthony passed away, then they had a couple of new guys in there. It just wasn't the same. Everybody started like all PC. There's little kids in here. We can't talk about chicks' boobs and stuff anymore, or whatever. You can't talk about, somebody went in and went to the bathroom. They'd come out, and Anthony would yell, "Jesus Christ, what are you taking a shit in here for? Go across the street. fucking stinks. And they would do that for 20 minutes. I remember sitting there listening to your dad's stories. He was just hanging there, not getting a haircut. No, he never got a haircut. He literally never got a haircut. He would just go, while he is working, for like 2-3 straight years, he would just be there. He would drive up to Newark, or to Elizabeth. He would clock in at work, and he would have crews that were out because he was an inspector for the phone company. And so he would call all these guys, hey, everything good? You need anything? You need anything? No. Okay, call me if you need something. Then he would drive all the way back home. He would come home. He would make something to eat. And then he would go and sit in the barber shop till 5 o'clock. And then he would drive back up to Elizabeth, clock out. And that was his week. That was every day for like the last 2 or 3 years that he worked. Always there. Always there telling his stories. Whether they were true or not, who knows. Most of them, no. My favorite thing was the first time that Shelley met my parents, and my dad started telling all the stories, and then we left, and she was like so impressed. She was like, oh my God, your dad's got so many stories. I said, yeah, none of them are true. Nothing he said is true. My dad never let the truth get in the way of a good story. I always say I got my love of reading from my mother, and I got my love of making shit up from my dad. Good times. So now, if Anthony and Jimmy's was around today, that would be like you would make a TV show out of it. It'd be great. I loved learning about his neighbor thought he was a retired cop. Yeah. My dad just made up stories all the time. He would tell people, "Oh yeah, I'm a retired cop from Long Island or something." He would just say he was a fire chief, and he would just make up all these stories just because that was my dad. And then when George came down for the viewing for my dad, and one of the neighbors said something to my mom about, oh, he was, I know he was a retired cop, and I was like, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, Jerry told me he was a retired cop. He's like, he wasn't a retired cop. But always had a good story. I feel like I channel his BS. That's the way I want to go out. When I die, I want people to be totally confused about what I really actually did in my life. Be like, oh yeah, no, he always talked about how much he loved living in Brazil. He never lived in Brazil. What? He told me all these stories. Oh yeah, he was a rhythm guitar player for Dokken, I heard. No, that's not true. No, he never played an instrument for Dokken. That's the way to keep him guessing. Exactly, Frank. Keep him guessing. Good times. Good times. I will, obviously I will not be on this weekend, but I will be on Monday. Monday the 13th, dreaded Monday the 13th. That's a cursed day, right? Something. I don't know. I will be on the 13th. I'm going to actually design the process, or as I like to say, the process for Brazilian waxes. Somebody had to invent it, right? Somebody had to do that. Just like in that stupid Star Trek movie when they're like, maybe this is the guy that invented that kind of metal or whatever. I don't know. I only saw those movies once. I think George is a fan. All right, I'm out of here. I gotta go figure this out. Transparent aluminum. I knew you would let me know what it was. You'd probably give me the symbols and everything else for it too. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out, people. Appreciate it, and I'll see everybody on Monday. Have a great weekend. Seriously, have a great weekend. Check out my YouTube channel and also subscribe or resubscribe here. Bye, Nick.